This portion of Motorsports Mania brought to you by the F1 Race Factory, where fast is still fun. Attention to detail and focus on driving is very important when it comes to doing this type of rock crawling. After one day, yesterday, and all the great fun we had, we were set for a great experience today and very focused on the task at hand. We had a pleasant surprise when we stopped for our first water break, ran into an old pal that was at the back of the line we didn't even know was there. While we're up here meeting a lot of good new friends, making a lot of great new acquaintances for sure, it's also good to hang out with the old guys, our good old buddies. Jim Chaney here from Arizona Sports Center. Jim, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Wally. Glad to see you up here.
Hey, glad to see you. You know, you were at the back of the line. It was a surprise, when everybody got up there. Said, "There's Jim."
I thought I was left behind. We didn't want to miss out on the fun today.
I think you showed up a little bit late, but it's a long trip from Phoenix, huh?
It is, but it's a beautiful drive up here, and it's well worth getting here.
No doubt about that. Now, Jim, today you're driving pretty much a stock Yamaha Rhino you guys have done a little bit of work with. From what I understand, what you were saying before we started rolling here is you're doing some R&D on this thing. Tell me what you got.
We got a couple new modifications for performance we're working on for the Rhinos. We got a carb mod that gives you a lot more bottom end grunt, which these things need when you get up in elevation and on these rocks. And our clutch modification, we remachine it, give you 8 to 10 miles an hour on the top end and some monster low end grunt to get you up over these big rocks we're doing today.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Some of the rock faces we've had to go up and down have pretty much, put us, to our limits as far as personally. Machines are still doing fine. The pucker factor's kicked in a couple times for me. And some of the rocks, a lot of sharp edge rocks up here. What are you guys doing with these new wheels you got?
Well, we worked with American Eagle Wheel, developed a new wheel, and a little bit wider than a lot of the wheels on the market. Give us a bigger footprint, a lot more traction, we all know that. And just up here testing them, see how they work, and they're doing great so far.
Now, a lot of people don't know, but Arizona Sports Center is probably your premier place to be buying, Rhino equipment. Jim, when you come up here, is this, do you just come up for the fun of it, or are you looking to test new stuff or get ideas?
Well, we come up to test, to have a lot of fun while we're doing it. It's a good excuse to get out and play. But yeah, we pride ourselves on testing everything before I offer it to you or to the public. If it's going to break for us, it's going to break for you. Don't want that to happen.
No doubt about that. You don't want to be lost out here in the middle of nowhere for sure. So next time you think about Rhino products, think about Arizona Sports Center. They're one of our advertisers. Every one of the products sold by Arizona Sports Center goes through rigorous design and off-road testing before you purchase it. Jim has a motto: if he can't break it, you shouldn't be able to break it either. We did find one local native here, a native of Utah. Jared, we're out here, doing all this stuff. You guys get to do it all the time. It's your backyard, man. I know we're a couple hours away, but how cool is this, what we're doing?
Oh, this is fantastic. We travel a couple hours to get here, and I'd travel 1,000,000 miles to get here. It's just fantastic. You see such a variance in the terrain in Utah, and we come down into southern Utah like this to find the red rock, and we love it.
Now, what do you do on a normal basis as far as ATVing?
We're mainly into sand drags. We travel all over the western United States, sand drag up hills. We're big into the four-stroke community. My wife right now is in top of the nation in the chicks class, and she's also doing really well in the men's stockbore class. She actually took first place at the last four-stroke challenge series event.
Wow. Hey, tip of the hat for her, for sure. Now, what sand dunes do you normally go to?
We go all over. Our biggest is right in our back door. We're about 1 hour away from Little Sahara. We've been to Dumont 4 times this winter. It gets a little chilly up where I'm at. We do a lot of snowmobiling, so during the winter, all our duning is done in California for the most part, but we travel to St. Anthony, Idaho, Glamis, Dumont, Little Sahara, Coral Pink, anywhere we can find the sand.
Hey, that's probably some of the best places he's named right here as far as duning. Now, I know that duning is pretty extreme, up and down some of it. Did you ever think a Rhino would climb what you've climbed today?
I'm really impressed with the Rhino today. We've had ours for about 6 months, and we use the heck out of it, but You know, some of this stuff out here is pretty gnarly, and I never would imagine we'd have done the stuff we've done today.
I'm thinking the same thing. If Yamaha knew what we were doing, they'd be going, oh, no. I know we've had a little bit of problem with our Tom car. We've had some downtime. We broke a tie rod end. Now, it's not that it wasn't tough enough. It's like we just did kind of a bonsai drop-off deal, and, you know, stuff happens. But we've been stuck out here in the middle of the rocks here for a few hours, had to fly in a tie rod end. We're expecting a helicopter soon, so stick around. The helicopter did land. We did repair our Tom car in only about 5 minutes, and we were back on the road again. One thing for sure, you always need to remember, bring spare parts. You never know what kind of extreme adventure you're going to end up in, and there's nothing like being stranded in the wilderness sleeping with Sasquatch.